Hello, God bless. It's me, Dick Jr. Doing some pottery today. Uh, when I started this YouTube channel, I told everybody that I would be doing this and that and the other, and lots of things, because I want to experience life. I want to try things. I want to do things and whatever. So there's slot car videos and there's going to be pottery videos and various other things. Anyway, I just came today. I'm working on this. This is only my third piece of pottery ever, so don't laugh at me and be mean. But so I made this cylinder. Okay, and now I'm finishing the outside of it here. See how it's just a little rough. It's not rough, I mean, but see, I didn't do this on a wheel. This is a coil and scrape. So when you get these things and they're like this, you can't put it on the wheel and spin it and smooth it, like this. You can't do that. So what you have to do is you have to take, a lot of folks use a piece of plastic or a gourd or something like that. I cut up my old credit cards and bank cards, things like that, and I use them for this. But it's a scraper. They're little. See that? I have various scrapers. That's one of them. Okay. And then I have another one here that I made out of an insurance card. See what I mean? It's a lot more flexible and a lot easier on my material when I'm scraping it. And then I have here also, this is a stone. Just a stone. Looks like a piece of quartz, I think. But it's a stone my wife spotted in a creek. I think this one is from Hazel Creek out in Missouri. It's I'm trying to think of where it's at, but we go out there camping quite often. It's right on the Ozark Trail, and we walk the creek and stuff, and my wife picks up things that look pretty and whatever, and she saw this stone there, so she handed it to me and I stuck it in my pocket. It's been probably 5 years I've had this thing, but now I use this. You can take these, especially this one's not the smoothest. If I get a smoother stone, I can get a better finish, but after you scrape everything and get it all nice and even, you can take a stone like this, and while it's still, this is what I would call leather hard, basically. I can move it, but it's pretty stiff. It's been drying for 2 or 3 days. I'm waiting on some slip, which is a thin clay that I use to color it. I want to try some new stuff, like I'm learning here. But so anyway, these stones polish. See, you just lightly, you can hear the bits of grit and sand. That's what it's taken off, all these. And eventually, it'll make a pretty smooth finish if you use a stone. I've got a couple pieces over here. This is only my third piece. See? And I did that when it was kind of wet, so it's a bad mark. But I'm just doing this pottery stuff and kind of messing with it. Keeps me busy. I'm having medical problems and I'm not able to do the things I used to do. But anyway, I came to you today. This is what I'm doing. Basically, let me see where I was at. It's hard to see, but once I spot it, I should be able to. Nope. I think it was about right there. But what I'm doing is I'm just basically, you take it and you kind of hold it at an angle. See what I mean? And you gently scrape up. And it picks up just little bits of stuff, dirt, whatever. Some folks dip it and scrape it. Right now I'm dry scraping. It can go either way. But this dry scraping, to me, gently takes off very little material and it kind of smooths it off even more. And then I usually go along, or I have on the last 2 or 3 gone back and polished them with this stone. I'm going to probably do that too with this one. I'm planning on, I've got four color slips. I've got a white slip coming, brown or deep red, dark brown red, like brick slip that when oxidized, because it's heavy in iron, so when I put it in an oxygen environment where it's oxygen, it will come out red clay, basically brown clay, whatever you want to call it. But if I reduce that, if it's in the fire and then all of a sudden I snuff the fire and hold out all the oxygen, that stuff will turn up black, a beautiful black. So I've got that. Then I bought a white slip, which is just basically white clay, thin white clay that you put on like paint, cover these. And I bought a yellow slip, which will stay yellow. And I bought, let's see, what brush, and another black that I don't have to use in the oxidation environment. That means if I use that black with the red in the non-oxidation environment, I have 4 colors to choose from. Not that I'm going to use them all, but yeah, I'm trying to do some Native American type designs, patterns, whatever, decorations. I'm also going to pick up maybe Mako brand clear glaze. They have a non-toxic low fire clear glaze. Fires cone 4 to cone 6, I think. And that's kind of the firing I'm looking for, is an earthware firing, which is cone 0, 5, 0, 4, 0, 6, around in there. That's kind of where I'm looking to go. It may get hotter, I don't know, but that's not what I'm looking for. But I'm looking, I found a glaze, a low temperature glaze, and I'm going to try some of that over some of these pieces that I'm doing and whatever. I'm learning as I go. You know, that's how I do everything. You know, and I mean, I've got more clays coming and more stuff. I enjoy having something to do during the day. I make videos, you know, of Bible and ministry, and I haven't been making my videos of slot cars because right now there's some things going on, and physically I just don't feel like crawling around on the floor putting it up, and I don't have a lot of energy. So I do what I can, and pottery is kind of easy for me physically right now, and I enjoy it for the most part. Sometimes I get a little frustrated and angry. Pots fall, you know, as you're building them and stuff, but I can always build another one. I got, you know, 25 pounds of clay. I got another 25 pounds of clay on the way, and I got plans to buy another 50 pounds beyond that of other colors and whatever, different styles to try. This is a Hobby Lobby firing clay. It is cone 5 to cone 10 is what they say this stuff is. So it's almost a porcelain clay if you want to fire it that hard. But I have seen videos of a guy who took this very clay, this cone 5 clay, and he fired it outside with charcoal. So that's what this one is. This pot is at least 20% silica play sand, and then pottery clay. So it's not 100% pottery clay. You know, it's a 5 to 1 mix. Take 5 parts clay and 1 part silica sand. You throw it in here. That helps it from a thermal shock, because when you fire outside, the temperature comes up and goes down rapidly compared to a kiln. It takes hours. It slowly warms it up, and which slowly expands and contracts, because this stuff does that in the fire, of course. And the silica does not expand and contract, the silica sand. So by doing that, I have basically stopped this thing from rapidly during temperature changes. So that should help it not crack during firing in a fire from the thermal shock. That's what I would call it, because it's like taking a piece of glass, you know, and you got your glass hot and you throw cold water on it and it goes. It's the same thing with pottery. It's you know, you got your pottery and it's really hot, and then the air starts to cool off really rapidly, and same type of thing can happen. Also moisture, you know, things like that. It's kind of dangerous in a way. I've heard many accidents and things have happened over the years, and I'm not really messing with all that. I'm just making a few pots for me and stuff like that. I don't know if I'm not really trying to be a business potter. You know, there seems to be plenty of folks doing that. I'm just trying to have a little fun, and I don't want to entail a lot of cost and whatever, but you know, I kind of feel like over the years that maybe I'll be able to sell or pass on or give away some of the stuff, whatever. But for now, it's just fun for me. I enjoy trying new things, and so that's what I've been doing lately, is a little bit of pottery and a little bit of wrestling. I watch it, you know. I haven't been participating in it as much, but it doesn't mean I don't want to ref and don't want to do managing and do things to do with professional wrestling. I do. It's just right now I'm having some physical limitations that are kind of holding me back a little bit. It's not stopping me from doing other things. So that's the thing, you know, don't give up. You know, I can't wrestle and ref right now. So what am I going to fall on my back and cry and whine and moan? Nah, I'm going to do pottery, play with slot cars. You know, that's what I'm doing right now till I can get back to what I really love. So anyway, I just wanted to show you a video. I mean, basically all I'm going to do is I'm going to sit here for the next foreseeable amount of time and basically just do this. That's what I'm doing. Taking this thing and I'm scraping it gently. And I'll go up and I'll go all the way around this pot. You can see the little bits of dust flying off of it. See, there's little flakes of things, and it takes off a little material. I don't know if you can see the difference in the gloss. See, that's where I scraped, that's where I polished with a stone. I'm just playing with this because I'm waiting on the slips. But you go around, pulling up all the way around it, and then flip it and go this way, where you've already gone all the way around, you know what I mean? And it should produce a fairly smooth cylinder, okay? And then you can come back and polish it with a stone, and it'll be even smoother and shinier. You can polish these things to a high gloss with a stone before they're ever fired, before you even put a bit of glaze on it, and then fire it. And when it comes out, it's still going to be a high gloss. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I am going to order some stuff. I'm going to get a clear low fire glaze, and I've got some slips coming, and it's my plan to work on slipping some of these things that I've got that aren't fired, and then fire them and see how they come out. Hopefully everything comes out unbroken and whatever. I don't mind a few fire marks and things like that. That's character. But when I get them out, I'll apply some of that clear glaze. We'll see what the directions are or whatever, and I'll clear glaze those slipped Native American style or primitive style pots, which they didn't used to do, which will make them, let's call it food safe. This is non-toxic glaze I'm using, all that stuff, and it's just regular clay, things like that. So none of this is toxic. I'm not trying to produce foodware, earthenware, or stoneware. I'm trying to just produce earthenware pots and stuff. Natives used them as cooking pots, as drinking pots, as all these things. We ourselves today worry about the porous material and things getting absorbed into it in some of this primitive style, you know, and it can do that. But if you use your head, I mean, you know, a boiling pot that boils is never dirty, because once you boil it, it becomes sanitized. Things of that sort. So, you know, anyway, I'm not really trying to produce food stuff. I'm just producing pottery, you know, desktop mugs for you know, or bowls or whatever. I mean, I'm not trying to. It's just something to do. Just something for me to do. So I'll just be sitting here in my chair, just scraping away. But see, as you go through like this, and I scrape, finding low spots. Here, little tiny low spots, you know, so I scrape and scrape and scrape, and I go around, and then I see all these low spots, and then I can continue to work around. And I mean, if you take a lot of time and, you know, work at it, and, you know, professional and whatever, I'm just brand new, you can get this stuff really super smooth using this native type or primitive type coil and scrape type pottery. Eventually, at some point, I'd like to get me a wheel and my own kiln, small one. You know, I don't want a big one, just a small one, maybe like a 15 by 9 or 15 by 13, something where I can fit what I have in there, small things, and you know, play with various glazes and things of that sort. And but for now, I'm trapped to take these things either outside and fire them, or if I don't add my own grog or temper or whatever you want to call it to this clay, this stuff can be fired in a regular kiln. That stuff over there is cone 5 to cone 10. This is cone 5 to cone 10, but it's 20%. It's not 20%. It's a 5-to-1 mix of sand. So I would say it's still cone 10, you know, ability, but that 5 is going to be good for this because I changed it. So anyway, let's go ahead and scrape. I just talked on and on about stuff. This is what I do. I sit here and I just watch as I go along, and I can see the marks where I went, you know, so I just keep going and just turn it slowly, scrape. There's little bits of, let's see if I can get some, I don't know if you can see it. It's like a dust, curly, dusty, gray, brown clay bits on the edge of the card and stuff, and you just scrape it. And then you see these little low spots, which are what I'm after. I want to get these, if you can see these. Yeah, you can sort of see those spots right there, like here, here, and here. Those are low spots. So as I go around and scrape, you see what I mean? I'll reveal all these low spots. You'll see when I get to the point where I'm scraping. See it? Here. I've scraped to about here. So I'm going to go around scraping, even it out. That's what I'm doing. And then you go around this way, which is the top, and then you got to flip it, and you got to go, because you can't start down here. You can, but you're going to leave marks, because this clay is not hard. This is leather hard. I could take my fingernail and gouge it, you know, or this card, gouge it. So you have to be gentle, very gentle with it, so you don't gouge it, because what you're trying to do is scrape out the gouges and the low spots and whatever. You see all those little things? And once I get this all smoothed out, well, hopefully by then my slips will be here, because I want to slip this inside and out designs on it, and then I want to polish it. Ideally, is what I want to do. You know, then fire it, see if it comes out alive, and then I'd like to glaze it and fire it and see what we get. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. That's just what I've been doing. I need to get to work here on my pottery, and also I have some other videos I'd like to make on the ministry, you know, because we have 1189 chapters in the Bible to finish as well. I mean, that's kind of what I do. I read a lot of Bible. I teach on Sundays, and that's me. I'm a pretty boring guy. Actually, I'm not, but yeah, God bless.